Hello, and thank you for joining us on the news at this hour. My name is Elizabeth Mutwang. The headlines. Reactions trail Wike's revelation of payment of 13% derivation arrears. Stakeholders seek probe. UK envoy disagrees with Lai Mohammed over alleged terror alert misinformation. On the foreign scene, at least 46 people have died and 700 injured after a 5.6 magnitude earthquake strikes Indonesia. In sports news, Cristiano Ronaldo reacts to Manchester United with a defiant message. And now the news in detail. Several reactions have trailed the revelation of the River State Governor Nyesom Wike about the payment of the 13% derivation arrears to Niger Delta states last year. Media reports state that several stakeholders have questioned other South-South states on what they use their own share of the money for. Among those who reacted was a coalition identified by also non-governmental organizations forum, which is said to be an umbrella body of over 40 active NGOs in the state. Reports gathered that the chairman of Phase 2 of the Presidential Amnesty Program, Imo Okoko, called on the federal government to probe the usage of the funds, especially by the Akwa Ibom state government. Okoko, who decried the living condition and the deplorable state of infrastructure in all producing local government areas of Eket, Ibeno, Eastern Abolo, Mbo, Ikot Abasi, and Esi Eket, queried the state governor Udom Emmanuel on what he used the money for. We recall that Wike had appreciated President Muhammadu Buhari for approving payments of a backlog of allocations to Niger Delta states since 1999. The Isekiri Liberation Group also queried the Delta State Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, saying he should account for Delta State's share of the money. Also, a frontline rights activist identified as Kola Edopai from Bayelsa State was also reported to have said residents who would no longer keep quiet but demand accountability from the governor. The Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Sunday Dare, was hosted by the Oba of the Yoruba community residents in Jos Plateau State on a visit to attend the All Progressives Congress presidential campaign flag-off. While speaking at the meeting, Dare stressed on the competence of the Tinubu-Shettima presidential candidacy, as he has experienced it firsthand after several years of working with Bola Tinubu. The minister was presented with an award in recognition of his dedication and hard work. Armed policemen and other security operatives on Monday were seen around the Ekiti State House of Assembly as lawmakers held a closed-door meeting. The media learned that the stern-looking security operatives barred both journalists and other people gaining entry into the assembly complex. Some politicians were also seen in groups around the complex discussing the leadership tussle rocking the state assembly. This development comes days after an attempt by some hoodlums to burn down the Ekiti assembly on Friday. The media learned that identified men numbering about 10 scaled the fence of the assembly at about 4 a.m. on Friday in order to set the government facility ablaze. However, operatives of the police rapid response team who were on duty at the assembly complex repelled the attempted attack by the suspects. Confirming the attempted attack in a statement, the spokesman of the State Police Command, Sunday Abutu, said the hoodlums arrived at the scene with about 25-liter kegs of petrol to burn down the assembly. He added that the arsonists, who came with cutlasses and other weapons, were chased by police officers into the bushes, and the 2 kegs filled with petrol were recovered from them. Abutu said that the police had not arrested anyone in connection with the attacks, adding that the law enforcement agents were on their trail. The British High Commissioner to Nigeria, Catriona Line, has said the UK government informed its Nigerian counterparts on the terror alert it declared on Abuja recently. Speaking at the news agency of Nigeria Forum in Abuja on Sunday, Lyons said the British government also notified the Nigerian authorities of the travel advice it issued to its citizens in Abuja. Recall that the federal government had berated its UK counterpart over the terror alerts and the travel advice it issued to its citizens, saying that the action was unnecessary. Disagreeing with the Nigerian government, Lyons said the terror alert and travel advice were for the British citizens living in Nigeria and other nationals who need the information. She contended that the terror alert and travel advice were in line with the United Kingdom Government Security Defence Partnership and support to Nigeria and Africa. The envoy therefore stated that it is the responsibility of the UK government to alert its nationals if there is any security threat in Nigeria or any other country. On the foreign scene, an earthquake rocked Indonesia's main island of Java this morning, killing at least 46 people and injuring 700 more, damaging dozens of buildings and sending residents into the capital's streets for safety. The U.S. Geological Survey said the magnitude 5.6 quake was centered in the Kyanjur region in West Java province at a depth of 6.2 miles, which is about 10 kilometers. Dozens of buildings were damaged, including an Islamic boarding school, a hospital and other public facilities, according to the agency. Information was still being collected as at the time of this report. In sports news, Manchester United's Cristiano Ronaldo has revealed he would not stop speaking his mind after a backlash from his controversial interview. The controversy surrounding Cristiano Ronaldo and Manchester United is far from done, as the legendary player from Portugal promised to speak out whenever he wants to do so. The media recalls that Ronaldo's appearance in an interview with well-known and contentious journalist Piers Morgan sparked controversy in the football community. He blasted the club's leadership, manager Erik ten Hag, and club hero Wayne Rooney in the interview, which was originally made available in snippets on Sunday, November 13. Last week on Wednesday and Thursday, a lengthier version of the interview was made available. In it, Ronaldo discussed a variety of topics, including Lionel Messi and his upcoming retirement. While speaking to the press ahead of Portugal's game against Ghana, Ronaldo, according to media reports, says that he won't stop speaking his mind. And with that, we've come to the end of the news at this hour. But before we go, here's a recap of the headlines. Reactions trail Wike's revelation of payment of 13% derivation arrears. Stakeholders seek probe. UK envoy disagrees with Lai Mohammed over alleged terror alert misinformation. On the foreign scene, at least 46 people have died and 700 injured after a 5.6 magnitude earthquake strikes Indonesia. In sports news, Cristiano Ronaldo reacts to Manchester United with a defiant message. Once again, I'm Elizabeth Woodfang. Thank you for watching.
Alive TV.